Okay, chapter 9, keeping out of the ditches, using counseling to develop leadership. Okay, I admit it. I'm old. When I started in network marketing, we had no cell phones, Blackberries, iPads, or email. We put new applications into an envelope and attached something called a postage stamp and hoped they'd get entered before the end of the month. We practically hallucinated when an amazing invention called the fax machine came about. This meant you could enroll someone on the last day or two of the month and be sure the volume would be counted. Even so, you still didn't have a very good idea of where your business was heading. If you had a large organization, it was spread across many states or provinces and sometimes even countries. You knew how well you did last month when the mailman brought your bonus check this month. If you were really savvy, you paid extra for FedEx delivery of your check. If you came with a heavy box, or it came with a heavy box of wide green and white computer paper which listed your organization, you then spent hours with highlighters looking through the report and trying to decipher who were your up-and-coming leaders, which markets were strong, and who you should reach out to. Fast forward to today. You can host a webcast with thousands of people on it, email sign-up links to prospects, and probably track the new people and ongoing orders all through your organization in real time from your laptop under a palm tree. Your back office probably allows you to scroll through your entire organization, see who is on auto ship and whose credit card was declined so their order didn't process, and you have immediate real-time access to information to manage your business. This has made running the business much easier and allows us to have a good read on what is happening during the month, but it also poses a danger. It's easy to get so enamored with the technology that we think we can use it to manage our people. But if I have learned anything in 25 years, it is this: you don't manage people. You lead people and manage things. And in network marketing, the best way to do that is through monthly counseling. Now, don't think of this as the kind of counseling you get on a psychiatrist's couch, although I'm not denying there is an abundance of that going on. Think of it more as a structured system of mentoring. As my friend Billy Looper likes to say, network marketing would work perfectly if we just didn't have people involved. But alas, we do. And people bring their own issues. And so sometimes in counseling, you are mentoring people in a positive way on how to correct dysfunctional behavior that is holding them back. This could be behavior like bossing people around like employees, having a negative attitude, or not acting in a moral or ethical way. Most of us are not professional therapists, and we shouldn't try to be. But counseling gives us a chance to share the lessons we learned when we made our own mistakes starting out. You can direct people to the particular personal development books or albums that will help them. And if you've created a good culture of self-development, most people will be open to coaching and realize you can help them break through to the next level of success. These are the occasional issues that arise from human relationships, but for the most part, the monthly counseling will focus on the business elements, such as guiding people where to work in the organization and how to get better duplication. Counseling is a monthly process where you work one-on-one with key team members and evaluate all the important business statistics. Some of the most essential ones include number of distributors in the group, average volume, number attending the major events, rank advancements, lines with a leader, total number of leaders in the group. Probably two of the most important variables you should be concerned with are the number of lines with a leader and the total number of leaders in the organization. To me, these are the two most critical statistics that determine all future growth. We know that a line could have 35 people in it, but if none of them are leaders, within 3 months, the line will probably have diminished to 1 or 2 people or be gone entirely. Another line might have only 2 people in it, but if they're both leaders, that line may grow to 40 or 50 within a few months. Leaders produce leaders. So that's the number one factor you want to watch for when you are counseling. Counseling is a two-way process. You should be counseling people from your team, and you should also be receiving counseling from someone upline from you. Let's say you're a bronze director with your company and the next rank is a silver director. You would probably counsel with the first silver director in your sponsorship line. Now, once you become a silver director, if your sponsor is still a silver director, you would no longer counsel with her. You would go instead to her sponsor, who is a gold director. If you want to know how to be a gold director, you have to talk to somebody who has already achieved that. If you want to be a diamond director, you need to be counseled by a diamond director. You should counsel with the upline person at the next rank above you, usually. More about that in a minute. This ensures everyone has someone to counsel with, and also that the top ranks don't have thousands of people looking to them for counseling, just like the sponsorship lines work. You work with your frontline leaders who work with their frontline leaders who work with their frontline leaders. And if you're in a sponsorship line with a level or two at the same rank as you, go up the organization and you will find someone who will be willing to work with you. However, just because your sponsor is the same rank as you does not mean that she is a bad leader or doesn't know the business. It may just mean that she's helped you achieve fast growth. What quite often happens is that sponsors bring people up to their own rank slightly before they've moved up a rank themselves. As long as your sponsor is growing, she can still counsel with you. So don't get fixated with rank. Just look for someone who is positive, growing, and willing to work with you. If you have that, take advantage of the opportunity. Your job is to learn from that person's experience. She will already have made the same mistakes that you are headed towards, which means you can cut many years off your learning curve. Be open-minded and coachable, for your sponsor has a vested interest in your success. Counseling is a very important activity because this is where the real leadership development and breakthroughs come in. Some of the most important coaching you can ever give or receive is in what's known as soft skills. Skills required to work with people and build a team. Required to. And this kind of coaching should never be done in group meetings, but individually and private with the person involved. However, counseling can help you only if you do a real one. The person you go to counseling needs real information to work with. Don't draw out 12 lines if you really have only 2 active core lines. Otherwise, the counseling is a sham, and the advice you receive won't really help you. As you grow, you'll find that as your organization gets larger and you reach the higher rank levels, the counseling you need will change. When you're first starting out, you'll probably need a lot of coaching on things like meeting people and inviting. As you progress, those things won't be an issue for you any longer. So your counseling will evolve to other issues such as when to quit your job, buy a new car, or start conducting your own organizational events. Likewise, the counseling you provide your team members should evolve as they move up the ranks. Be sure to review the segment on counseling in my Duplication Nation training album. There are lots of additional insights on the subject, as well as a template counseling form you can use with your people. By the way, we have those specific to us too. Counseling is what makes everything else we discussed in the earlier chapters work. It allows you to track the important business variables and take corrective action before mistakes get too far down the group. This ensures that any detours are minor and keeps everyone out of the ditches. Do the counseling as close to the start of the month as possible because the information needed for this has to work its way upline. Let's say you have a beginning organization and you're counseling with only 4 people. You need to collect their forms and aggregate the data to fill out your own form. This would be getting information such as how many members from each line attended the last event, how many tickets were sold to the next one, etc. So as soon as the figures from the previous month are available in the back office, everyone needs to fill out a form and send it to the person counseling them. Finding someone to counsel you ensures that your first circle is working. And when you continue the process down the group, it makes all the circles work better. Next, we will read chapter 10, which I believe is our final chapter of the book. See you then.